these pictures. There's one guy with his shirt off, one with it on, with black on, one off, black on, one off, black on.
Yeah.
And then you have this blue and gold plane in the background, and I know what those colors, represent. And then it's just strange, you see these things that just don't make sense, and it's almost like blatant symbolism there without even knowing and seeing the back end of it. I'm thinking like there's symbolism here.
There is definitely symbolism there, but that doesn't mean that those guys are in on it. They might be in on it. I don't know, right? We all have our theories.
But I mean, even points out from behind the curve with Jeranism, where they take a still shot, they take a screenshot of him standing and half his face is in the dark, in the shadow. Therefore, he's posed that way for one eye symbolizer. It's how ridiculous. As much as I don't like Jaren, and as much as I do think he is a shill and stuff, that I think was unintentional. It was literally from a documentary, and they took a screenshot. You know what I mean?
We've known Witsa is controlled opposition actor well before TFE even happened. The associations with the club and Alex Jones and Stu Peters and the symbolism and the grifting lots of money off of Christians because of claiming to be a Christian.
Jaron and I knew that when we came here, there would be a group of people that no matter what happened, they would call us shills and actors just for going or whatever.
Again,
so
I don't call them shills. I think they are roped into this.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they duped to think they are at a place they're not. Jaron, on the other hand, has said if he sees the 24-hour sun, he'll say it's a globe. Jaron's not doing anything. He's not streaming. I think it's catching him quite hard. With Witsit, he did say it does not going to change anything. So that's why he's able to still go and talk. So I wouldn't say they're shills. I'd just say they're duped into this. They're roped into this, unfortunately. And they've been, unfortunately, bamboozled.
Jaren had already been talking globe months before TFE even happened, and both of them knew that Duffy had said that he wanted to end Flat Earth for good. They both should have known not to have anything to do with Duffy after he was dishonest with Sean in April. But we already knew they were controlled opposition shills.
It's easy to dupe someone. He believes he's in Antarctica. That doesn't mean he's there. It doesn't mean he's a shill. He's duped to think that's where he is.
I was wrong about my prediction about it for years. Once it started getting closer and I started seeing it, I did start to tell you guys I'm like 50-50. I think it's definitely possible that there is one now, just based on how.
I'm just going to say it again. Porcelli, I never once said what's a shill, man. I haven't said he's a shill. I said he was being duped into this thing. He probably thinks he is where he isn't. So, yeah.
But that's true. Then he's shilling, right? So he is a shill.
No, I don't think he's shilling. I think he's just. I think he's duped.
You have to be willing to be shilling, okay?
First of all, Jaren and Witsit have been called out as not trustworthy for years now by the whole Flat Earth community, okay?
Yeah.
So, if you want to say, let's trust people that's been called out as not really honest, why would we just all of a sudden trust them because they went to a place that they claim?
Smoky.
I do still think I rather trust Witsit over Jaren. I stick with that.
A little bit, a little bit more than Jaren, yeah.
I don't think Witsit really intended to be stuck in this whole thing. I think he was kind of roped into it thanks to Jaren and the Globebusters crew. He does know it's fact, but he's got an issue though, because they might have something on him.
Ignore any issues. We have no model, no clue. It's flat whether or not you believe in it. Just make sure you do.
Oh, whoa. I disagree with that. So he's saying if anybody attacks it, then you just call him a shill. No, we've called you shill because the behavior you've been having and the things you've been saying for years. That's why you've been claimed as a shill, not for going on a trip.
Go ahead and give your position or address any of those accusations and or just lay out what you think and what you've been saying.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you called this out. I haven't been slandering you. People can actually watch the streams where I actually said I think you've been duped into this thing. So I've actually been sticking up for you. Although you have done very shady things that we've seen.
Like, look, if my shill sticker doesn't start feeling a little bit looser now, I don't know what's going to do it. But I, again, after 10 years, what I've been trying to people, I know there's some hardcore people in this room. I get that. But more hardcore than me, right? And I had Karen as what I considered a hardcore co-host.
I'm no longer a flat earther. I am now not a flat earther, but a realist. I'm not going to look at flat earth content anymore. I'm not going to talk about flat earth content anymore. Yeah, guys, and by the way, I never said I'm not going to talk about flat earth. I said I'm not going to be in the flat earth arena.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not in the flat earth arena. I haven't even gone to any debates or doing anything, and I'm not part of the flat earth community anymore.
No. You still like to talk about what you're interested in. Yeah.
I still do believe the earth is a stationary enclosed plane because God made it that way to be. I'm allowed to talk about it. It's my channel. I'm not going to look at flat earth content anymore. I'm not going to talk about flat earth content anymore. I never said I'm not going to talk about flat earth. I said I'm not going to be in the flat earth arena. Yeah?
Being wishy-washy with who the shills are and who you bring on your streams raises a lot of red flags.
Being involved with TFE is his position in that. I still think his story is unfolding. He's in a tricky spot there because there's a lot of the community that just plainly don't trust any single person that was involved in that thing. So like, with Witsit,
that's their problem.
Yeah, it is their problem.
First time I heard about Witsit was from Bob. Bob telling us, hey, I found this kid on Facebook. He's really smart. He's able to talk really well, blah, blah, blah. Like Bob just loved him. That's how I found out about Witsit. And that was a long freaking time ago. Nobody knew who he was way back then.
Pay attention to who's using symbolism, promoting Freemasonry, and pushing the occults.
So that you have to tell them like 5 times.
Go to the website, esoterica.world. And I almost wanted to say, like, we shouldn't say that I'm involved in it at all, because it isn't just me. But I knew that if I was, that it would just all be focused on me anyway, but whatever.
Esoterica, Music and Art Festival. Decode the mysteries of the occult.
Karen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Witsit's gonna be around for Esoterica too.
Yeah, he's in the ad. He'll be there.
I just decode the mysteries of the occult. Gain wisdom, shed fear.